Hello everyone and welcome back to my second video. It's a bit more formal than actually effort in and don't wear a dressing gown. Welcome back anyway, and today I'm going to be doing a little video on my makeup story, sort of how I got into it, but also we're going to have a little play with makeup. But yeah, so we're going to have a little dive into how I got into this, give you a little bit of backstory. I'm not wearing any makeup now, so do excuse that. So I basically just wanted to talk through and show you a couple of photos and speak a little bit about how I got to where I am now. I will pop the photos up on screen, but I have just sent them to myself, so if I'm staring at my phone it's literally just because you saw that first one. I'm scared. Okay. So let's start from when I was younger. So I couldn't tell you what age I am here. I'm trying to figure this out because my dad lived in Germany and now he lives in America. Anyway, this was at his old house. I couldn't tell you the year, but not wearing makeup. I didn't really know what makeup was then. It's a lovely photo of me. I haven't changed. I just grew hair. Next photo I shall show you. I know I said my eyebrows now are bad. This is just overgrown. Back then I thought they were huge. They were disgusting. I wanted small eyebrows. I take my eyebrows basically off my dad if we flip back to that other photo of me and my dad. He has bushy eyebrows too. And me and my brother just completely get them genes off him. So thanks Dad for that. This is of me and my brother's now girlfriend. So they were just friends back then. The eyebrows in this are scary. I don't think it matters what angle you look at this photo. I look bad. I can see that I'm wearing foundation. Now I can tell you exactly what foundation that is. The Stay Matte by Rimmel London in 100 Ivory. If you wanna, it says lightweight shine control. Looks like I've not done anything with my eyebrows, which back then I really didn't touch them. I didn't bother with them, I plucked them. And I think I had mascara and eyeliner on. Eyeliner was a thing for me back in the day. I don't really wear it that much now unless I'm wearing lashes. I never used to wing it because I couldn't, it was impossible. Like I didn't even attempt it because I knew it would just be tragic. Pretty simple, no contour, no, there was no such thing really. I never really heard of highlighting or contouring until probably 2016, 17. So yeah, what a lovely photo of me. The sad thing is I actually showed this photo to my mum the other day and she was like, oh my god, I like your eyebrows like that. Yeah, now we're staying on a bad eyebrow path for this one. To be honest, I don't really know who he is. There was a bunch of like 3 years older than us. This guy 3 years older than us had a party. Now I know his name, but other than that I don't really know much more about him. So I'm going to blur his face if I can. If not, well, I'll have to crop the photo. But again, the eyebrows. I went through a bad stage, okay? I went through a bad stage. The sad thing is I used to shave in between. Do not shave in between or anywhere on your eyebrows. Do not do it. Just don't do it. If you're going to listen to anything in this video, don't shave your eyebrows because they end up like this. Yeah, I mean I'm pulling a weird face. That's not the issue in the photo, is it? Let's be honest. I can see that I'm wearing mascara and I'm pretty sure it's this foundation again. My friend recommended this to me. Okay, next photo, you can see that I'm literally hardly wearing any foundation. My freckles have all come through, so you can see that. I think they started back here. Can we just line them up with my eye? Yeah, so they started back here. Can you imagine that? That's missing half my eyebrow that I have now. Although, you see the fact that I probably have a monobrow right now. And I can see I'm wearing mascara. I couldn't tell you what mascara I used to use back in the day because I don't actually know, I don't think. But I remember back in the day loving like the No. 7 ones that I used to use. The next one we are going to look at of me and my mother, both of us looking like twins as always. And I remember I borrowed an eyebrow pencil, but there's like, I'm going to show you on here, there's like a line where I drew my eyebrow on but I missed my eyebrow. How I didn't notice that, I don't know, and how my mother didn't notice that, I don't know. Now then was my prom. So at the time I felt I was definitely nowhere near good enough at makeup to be able to do my own prom makeup and go to prom and feel I was happy and looked beautiful. So I went to this woman, I'm not going to mention any names because I'm still salty about it. I went to this woman for my prom makeup. I went for a trial and the main thing. Now when I went for my trial, she did it and she shouldn't have showed me in between. She showed me in between situations where I didn't look good. She put a white, now I was pale, I was a pale gal, I still am, like this is, you know, quite tan for me. And back then I was a bit of a goth. I wasn't a goth at all. Why am I saying that? I wasn't a goth. I definitely wasn't a goth. I just liked rock music and I dyed my hair black. That's not a goth, is it? Okay, maybe I went through a bit of an emo stage. And I went to her for my trial and I told her I hated it to her face. I said, I'm really not happy with what you've done. There's certain things that are just too much for me. I don't wear much makeup. Eyeshadow was all up here and it was just a blocked line, to the point where I actually came home and I found a random eyeshadow brush that I owned and blended the edges and, you know, put a bit of like, I don't know, I panicked when I got home. So yeah, I wasn't extremely happy. Ignore what I'm wearing. This next to me was my lovely prom date, my best friend Joe. But we got photos at prom, but we also got an after prom photo. Now he looks amazing, Joe. I'm going to be honest, your hair, everything, you look great. Me on the other hand, not so great. My face is white, yet my nose is like brown here. My eyes are bloodshot, but that's just because of the camera. My eyebrows don't look too bad, they just look thin. My hair looks lovely. I was so happy with my hair. I went to the same place for my hair. I loved that hairdresser, but now I can't go back because the woman who did my makeup that day used to do my eyebrows and she ruined them as well, but that's a different story for a different day. The eyeshadow, it doesn't really represent it, but I hate this photo with a passion. To the point where I was like, you're not posting that anywhere, you're not doing anything with that photo, although we did post it on Snapchat, and then I saw it the next morning and I was like, delete it. No, in this photo, I look dead. Can I just mention, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything like that. So I'm not high, I'm not intoxicated any extent. Okay, so this is when I started wearing a bit more makeup. But my skin was bad. I had a really bad period with my skin. I had to end up going on certain tablets for it. If anyone has heard of the Urban Decay foundation, All Nighter, you will know what I'm on about. That is thick. Now for my birthday I got a Debenhams voucher, so I went in and I asked the woman to match me. She matched me as shade 1. I wasn't that pale. You can see in the video that I'm about to play that I'm not that pale. I think it was just a bit of a rush for her. I would have been shade 2 or shade 3 easily. Unless they didn't have much of a shade range, I haven't really looked into that since. Actually, I might have been 0.5. I can't remember, I used it all now and I've got rid of it, but it was a sad time. So let me just play the video. To be fair, I'm happy. If you look at this, you can see how bad my skin was. I have super, like, hypersensitive skin anyway, so I have to be careful what, it's not so much foundations or anything, but certain face wipes, certain moisturisers, flare up my skin, so I do have to be careful. So it didn't really help that maybe I was using the wrong stuff at that time. One, I'm happy with my makeup here in the sense of I got some contour on, my eyebrows look half decent, I'm actually wearing concealer, my mascara looks average. It's just I want you to look at how bad my skin was, but also how white my foundation is. How white is that foundation? My foundation was white. She matched me wrong, and then it didn't hit me until I've been wearing it for a good 6 months. Foundation lasted me ages because it was so thick I didn't use much of it. And my brother said to me, we went out for a meal and he was like, Millie, why is your face white? And I was like, it's not white. I said, I'm just pale. And he said, your foundation is paler than your neck. And that really hit home. I got really upset about it and I came home and I had a little think and I thought, look, I need to change foundation. So I carried on using it until I finished it, but that's pretty sad. So Joe, you hit home with that, so thanks. This is at my mum and stepdad's wedding. As you can see, I've started to incorporate eyeshadow, and this is when I just started going to the Benefit Bar. and getting my eyebrows done, and I've gone ever since. So that is pretty much everything. I remember back then I never used to really moisturise. I would use the complete wrong like moisturiser. I'd use like my mum's Olay for aging skin. Now this is a very old one. This is a normal combination skin, which I'm not. I'm dry and sensitive. Please don't kill my skin, and it's so thick. This is a L'Oreal Triple Active. I really don't want to do this. One thing I did used to do, which I don't really do anymore because I don't really believe in primer. I just think it's extra cake on your face. But I remember everyone used to talk about this primer, and I never used to know what it did or if it was helping my makeup. I just used to put it on because everyone else used to talk about it, so I went out and bought it. So if there's actually any left in it, I'll be surprised. This is no wonder my makeup used to slip off. This is so thick and oily. Ew. This is literally gross. Send help. That in the bin. So next is my Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. Now I used to use these 3 brushes which have hair all over them. I don't use these anymore. Like I said, I just had to root through that basket to find these. This would be like powder. Actually, I think I used to apply my foundation with this one, but this one looks the dirtiest, so I'm going to powder with this one, and I'll talk about that one in a little bit. It's a sad time. Can we just... That's thick. Oh my god. There's so many streaks on my face right now. I hope you can see that. And I can't even seamlessly blend it in with a beauty blender. It says feather light on the back. Feather light liquid mousse. Blends flawlessly. Lightweight shine control. You, my friend, can go in the goddamn bin. I never always wore concealer, like from a younger age, as you saw in some of the photos. The bags were horrible. But I remember when I did wear concealer, these were the 2 that I used to mix. But I got this in my under eyes when I was even paler than what I am now, and I got it in cool medium, and I now use fair 1. This is sad. Now, I used to put this on my blemishes. Is this just going to be dry? No, it's not quite. And I used to take this brush with powder coming off it. Can you see that? Yeah. And I used to blend with this brush. Now with this is an EcoTools brush, by the way. Brush that I just blended all my concealer in with. The Stay Matte powder, I used to get it in, I don't even know if I've got it in the shade I used to have it in. Oh, I do. I knew I had every shade of this because I still use this to this day on myself and on other people. The Stay Matte powder in 005 Silky Beige. Was I Silky Beige? No, I wasn't Silky Beige. I don't think you understand how bad this looks. Oh my god, I literally hate myself. Okay, so I've decided I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I wasn't gonna do them, I was gonna leave them, but I can't. I really can't. So I remember what I used to do. That's what makes it sad. No, this isn't the brush I used to use. This is just a random brush. You saw this in my last video. This is just a Revolution. I think it's in the Shiny Metals collection. Eyeshadow brush. And I remember that I used to take this specific palette. Now for a while afterwards I was dipping into this brown. This is why this brown's so empty, because I was drawing them on with this brown. But at first I thought my eyebrows are so dark, so I used to use this. I didn't have an angled brush, I didn't have anything, I didn't have an eyebrow pencil. I used to use black eyeshadow and a fluffy brush. Oh my god. Oh, I honestly don't remember having an angled brush. I got bought Morphe brushes in 2016, December 2016, when I bought the Morphe palette. So I didn't have an angled brush till then. Let's move on swiftly and ignore the brows, straight onto eyeliner. Now this isn't the one I used to use. I remember I used to use the Benefit eyeliner. I think it was like the Their Real eyeliner. It was amazing. I used to love it. I'd definitely like think about it now. I would repurchase that, but if there's cheaper ones out there. So I'm going to do it with the Sleek Makeup Fierce Felt Liner. Okay, this is the eyeliner. Lovely. Really not lovely. Last but not least, we're going to go in with my old favourite, Thick and Fast Soap and Glory. Now, mascara on the bottom lashes for me was not a thing back in the day. I used to hate that. And girls that did that, I used to judge them so hard for it. Now I've waited for this to dry, and I'm now going to do 3 more coats because that's what I used to do when I was younger. If a mascara didn't work the first time, it would work the 3rd time. Please, wish me luck. I need luck. Apart from the fact that I'm probably going to get lash mites from this old mascara, I actually really like the eyes. What can I say? I might have to go and see if Soap & Glory still sell this mascara because it's made my lashes long. I like this. What do you think of this, Mum? If you could rate it out of 10.
Is it a natural look?
Do you think I would actually do this? No, so
what are you aiming for?
I'm trying to recreate this. This.
Oh!
Now, ignore the whole double chin, but I'm just basically I'm using all the products I used to use when I went to school.
Oh, right, okay.
And literally this is how I used to apply my eyebrows. I don't know how I got them so straight at the front.
What have you done to the top of them? Fill them in black? You look like a clown.
That's what I used to do! Anyway, thanks for your opinion.
So, I don't think it was worth anything, was it?
It's horrible. It's literally horrible. So this is the completed look. As you just heard my mum's opinion on it. Like I say, I actually don't mind the eyes, so might be a future thing. But I hope you guys liked this video. I basically just embarrassed myself and showed how bad I've been at makeup in the past and how awful this is and how I shouldn't have kept them products for so long. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you would like and subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed it and let me know what you'd like me to do in the future. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!